SORA is a car.
Look, I need to get to California as fast as possible.
That sounds like a you problem.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? As you can see, it's Christmas time. Or at least it's Christmas time-ish. I don't know when you'll be watching this. But there's nothing better, around the holidays, than to sit down and watch a good movie. And one of my favorites is the Disney Pixar film, Cars. Now, Cars isn't a Christmas movie at all, but it was released in 2006, then was ported to DVD just in time for December. I should know, I got it as a gift that year, and I watched it hundreds of times. But what's this got to do with Sora? Well, as you may know, Sora travels from Disney World to Disney World, meeting new friends, and occasionally takes on the form of that world's inhabitants. Like the time he turned into a fish, or when he turned into a ghoul, or even that time he got turned into a big cat. But Pixar didn't make its way into the series until the 2019 Kingdom Hearts 3, where Sora became a toy, then a monster, and it even featured an appearance of that culinary rat. So when I made my review for that game, I dreamt up what our boy Sora would look like in each of those movies, and it looked like this. Let's talk about Pixar again for a moment. It is so cool to see it finally make its way to Kingdom Hearts. Still, I would have loved to see a few others. Finding Nemo? Up would be dope. WALL-E would be cool. Bug's Life. Even The Incredibles. I had a lot of fun with those bad photoshops, but I ended off the segment by saying this. Honestly, what I really want to see is Sora's dumb face stretched over a car. And now, my dream has come true. Enter the movie CarGo. Not cargo, CarGo.
Ka-chow!
There's a whole history of knockoff animated films trying to cash in on whatever's popular. Bug's Life had ants. Finding Nemo had Shark's Tale. Happy Feet had Surf's Up, which turned out to be the much better film. And then Ratatouille, I guess, had Flushed Away. And finally, Cars got planes.
Oh man, that's nasty.
Just kidding. Cars got CarGo as its bootleg counterpart. Admittedly, I'm a little bit late to this one. It came out in 2017. That was before my review, and before Kingdom Hearts 3 even released. But to be fair, the movie itself was pretty late, coming out 11 years after the original Cars. Honestly, I wouldn't have even known about this movie if it wasn't for my brother putting it on one day, and I really wasn't trying to pay it any attention, but then I noticed something.
Surprise quiz. I didn't study.
That car sounds familiar.
If you hadn't convinced me to go racing, I would have studied.
He sounds real familiar.
Yeah, friends. Like, oh man, I love her like my friend.
That car is Sora.
But where's the fun, the thrills, the danger?
Yes, the voice of Sora, Haley Joel Osment, is voicing Danny Carbuncle in a bootleg Disney movie. How did this happen? The dude's been involved with the real Disney since he sounded like this.
You're wrong, Riku. The darkness may destroy my body, but it can't touch my heart. My heart will stay with my friends. It'll never die.
How do you get involved with bootleg Disney when your character has met more Disney icons than Mickey Mouse? That is shocking to me, but honestly, I love it. I just picture Sora getting transported to Radiator Springs, but he's dumbed down a bit. Like, Dream Drop Distance dumb.
Hey, I didn't catch your name.
Dream Eaters!
That's a weird name.
Not me, them.
I get it. You're a speedy fireball.
So I'm gonna watch the movie and comment on a few things, but I can't be bothered to watch the whole thing. So here's a summary first.
Oh, I'll do it. So Car Kid Sora wants to be rebellious, and in doing so, he hurts someone he loves. He then has to save them from danger, but can he build up the courage to do so?
Okay, let's press play and do a drive to the heart.
Oh, come on.
This dude does not care about traffic laws. He's swerving all over the place, going in the grass. Actually, they're all driving outside the line. So already we're off to a good start. A musical number about the town. And we've got the sheriff from the real Cars.
The residents are pretty swell, and I can tell I knew them well.
The children here are well behaved.
Do you two boys want to share your secrets with the rest of the class?
No, Miss Edsel. We were just saying how lucky we are to have a teacher like you.
How do they move around this room? Wouldn't it make more sense for the classroom to be like a parking garage design? At least the door is a garage shutter. Look at this camera work.
I've told you a million times, that jalopy is a bad influence on you.
He's all right.
No, he isn't. He's a juvenile delinquent.
I am never going to juvie again. I am way too smart. Danny, Bud, the old pukey routine is your best bet.
I don't feel so good.
You'd better go to the nurse.
So he pukes up oil, and they use this as an opportunity to go racing.
Wait a minute. This isn't the way to the nurse's office.
Cool it, Danny boy. We are going AWOL.
I shouldn't.
I can't believe you are such a coward.
Did he poison him? He seems to have this whole thing planned out.
And be bold.
Where are we going?
To the races, my man.
Their movement is so Jake.
Let's see what you got.
I'll get suspended. Not to mention my dad will cut off my ignition.
Pull over! I said pull over! Pull over! Pull over! I said pull over!
Okay, that would not work. That slope would lead you straight into the dumpster. That crash through the sign would have been the perfect opportunity to do a Harold and George style sign change.
Danny, what are you doing home?
I didn't feel well, so I came home.
Go up to your room. Sick, huh? I don't think so.
But he just leaked all over the carpet.
I didn't feel well, so I came home.
What's come over, Danny? What do you do when you've got a kid? That's the result of everything you did?
Not even 10 minutes in, we've got our third song. And I'm loving these car puns just as much as I hate them.
What do you do when your kid's a car? That's a chip off the engine block of everything you are. If you are faking it and I find out, you'll be put on blocks for a week. I hated that movie. It was just too unrealistic. A tornado full of cars.
So he gets oddly distracted, just in time for the kid to boil the thermometer with a light bulb.
They just don't make them like they used to. When I was your age, I was in love with Greta Garbo, and I wanted to be Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
A boy needs a dad, not a friend.
I don't want to be a mechanic, Dad. I don't know what I want to be.
It's something you're good at. It's in your oil. Think about it.
Okay, so this scene has major Disney Channel movie vibes. My dad wants me to be a mechanic, but I want to be a racer.
Get closer! I dare you! I'll make your wheels pop like balloons.
Is that attempted murder? That is a literal stabbing.
Pull over! I said pull over! Pulled over 2 cars, but I have a red car still speeding down Unleaded Street.
We didn't mean to.
Everyone knows the speed limit in our town is 35 mph.
Wait, the whole town is 35?
No race goes on around here without me finding out. You better start driving the straight and narrow, Danny Carbuncle. I've got my headlights on you.
Later, Danny.
Dad!
Daniel Carbuncle.
Listen, Dad. I
was a kid once too, Danny.
You don't understand me.
I do, Danny. You don't realize you and I have more in common than you think.
I'm not, Dad.
What was that?
You heard me.
Danny, you aren't a kid anymore.
Why can't I just have fun being a kid?
I earn an honest living and provide for this family. It's time you appreciate hard work.
Hard work, my bumper.
I'm your dad, Danny, not your friend.
I hate you. I never want to talk to you again.
You are grounded. Sleep in the depths of darkness.
Pull over!
Look out!
No!
Is he dead? Totaled? So this is sad and all, but it's just so sudden. There's very little lead up to it, or cause.
Danny, stop!
Unhook me! No! I want to see Art Carbuncle. What room is he in?
I'm sorry.
What?
He's been totaled.
Totaled?
Yes, he's on his way to Clunker Island in the morning.
Clunker Island?
Not Clunker Island!
Poor kid. Hate to see that. Next!
I think I just need an oil change.
I think we've got another one for Clunker Island.
No, really, just an oil change. Really, just an oil change. Oil change. No, not Clunker Island. No, no. Ah!
That is horrifying.
My dad loved this place. Now I'm never gonna see him again.
That's not true. We just gotta go to Clunker Island.
Sorry, Clunker Island is only for clunkers. Come back in about 40 years.
I guess there's one way. We've got to become clunkers.
I don't know if this is such a good idea, Danny.
Trust me, it's gonna be great.
So they enter the Derby to get intentionally totaled so they can go to Clunker Island. But it failed.
This isn't over. I'll be back for you.
Oh, man.
What?
I wasn't supposed to win the Demolition Derby. Oh, man.
I'm willing to let bygones be bygones. If you race for me.
So if I lose, I get sent to Clunker Island?
Huh. So that works out.
We never, ever, never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever, ever hear the word no.
I don't even know what that means.
Go!
Pull over! I said, pull over!
Did I win? Oh, yeah, that's right. Why do I keep doing this? I seriously mess everything up. I don't know what comes over me.
Yeah. Just like the real Sora.
That sounds like a you problem.
It's Officer Fred Cop Car.
Hey, officer.
You were racing again, Danny. It's juvenile detention garage for you.
Pull over!
Hey, you wanna bust out of this joint, Danny boy? I got a plan so crazy, no one will ever know. I've been digging a hole into the wall. It leads right into a sewage system. This is our way out. I saw it in a movie once.
That movie was Carshank Redemption.
Carshank Redemption.
You strike me as a particularly icy and remorseless man, Mr. Dufresne. It chills my blood just to look at you.
You are convicted felons. That's why they've sent you to me. Welcome to
Carshank.
3 cars on the loose. They are not where they're supposed to be. They are in big trouble.
What was that?
It's just the forest playing tricks.
Yes, the forest playing tricks.
Who are you?
I'm Kyle.
Kyle is my favorite character.
We'll take our chances.
So long.
Bye.
So they make it out of the forest and meet this guy.
Anyway, enjoy the ride. It may be the last one you ever take.
And then they finally make it to Clunker Island.
We're clunkers, clunkers. We're just a bunch of run-down chunkers.
And nothing really of value happens until they find Danny's dad.
Danny?
Dad! You're missing a ton of parts.
They took him.
So they just kind of get most of the parts without any issue. A promise to this car.
I wanna go where the autos are.
And then we have a revenge battle against the monster truck.
I'm the guy that put you here.
I remember. You got a lot of guts facing me again. I've been dreaming about this moment.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna get it again.
This is getting monotonous!
And just like that, they win. And they witness a sacrifice, but just kind of move on.
As is the tradition every morning on Clunker Island, we must sacrifice 2 cars to the great trash compactor.
Let's go!
Hurry!
No, like, really. They just go back with no issue. And that pretty much wraps up the movie. There's so many almost incidents that are just avoided. But in some strange way, it kind of makes the movie funnier.
Be very, very quiet.
Uh-oh.
Who's that?
It's just a dream. Go back to sleep and dream of brand new carburetors.
Stop them! Nobody leaves Clunker Island!
Hey, come on, guys. Stay out of here.
Bye, Daddy! All right!
And that's it. He asks her on a date. The whole town sings.
CarGo!
And it's over. He doesn't even mention racing again. I guess he learned his lesson.
You used to race?
Yep.
Wow. Then why did you tell me not to?
I just didn't want to see you make the same mistakes I made.
All in all, it's not terrible. And for a bad movie, it's kinda good. And Sora's in it, so that makes it better. But I'm kind of left with nothing to say. It's over. Merry Christmas, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Go where the fun is and don't sit around and mope. If all you do is study, then you're just a big old dope. There's lots of fun to have if you just break some rules. You won't amount to anything by studying for school. Don't be a loner